Hi everyone, this is Dale Ann, and I thought I would show you how I start one of my journal pages. This is a journal page that leftover paint and some gesso have been smeared on. This is in my very thick art journal, which is getting close to being finished. And I've had a lot of questions because I've been posting a before picture, kind of like this, and then an after picture before I add my journaling on it on my Facebook page. So I promised one of the students in my Positively Creative Journaling program that I would show her what I meant by smeared paint and watered down paint and all that kind of stuff. So this is the page. So usually I start with nothing in mind except that I want to journal. Then I have this stash of random pieces of paper left over from other cutouts and stuff. Might have been some words I cut out, etc. Paint smears from another page, inside of an envelope, and that's very smeared paint. I might use that, I'm not sure. This is some stamp offs, one of my carved stamps that I use, so I might use that. So, and sometimes I don't even add anything onto the page other than just smearing more paint. This is 4 ounces. These are the paints that you get at the dollar store. And when it gets down to about an inch from the bottom, you can kind of feel that when you get. So I add water. Sometimes I add just up to here. Sometimes I add. It just depends on what I want. So this one is very watered down. And I just blob it on. And I have a very tired looking brush that I just smear it on, try to cover the whole page. The cheap paints get all these mucky things inside. Okay, then I just, see, here's another page that I sometimes smear it like this to get a pattern. Sometimes I use a paper towel or a baby wipe. I just happen to have a paper towel handy just to dab off some of the excess because I want it to dry quickly. You don't need very much paint. I just take the brush out of the water, water it down a little. And if it's too much, then again I just dab off or smear, and then I'll use that over on the other side as well. Kind of looking like it has enough color. So then I'll just start thinking about what I want to add onto it. It might be a word. It might be, you know, some of those images that I had, some of the miscellaneous papers. And see, this is, I don't even remember what I got from Hong Kong. I got something in a little package. It has some really neat stamps on it, and then there's this barcode thing that I will see if I can get it off of there without too much trouble. I never know what I'm going to be putting on to a page. Sometimes it might be just something that I'm thinking about. The other day I was thinking of some of the dreams that I had, and so I did a dream page. This is almost dry. That's how fast craft paint goes. And I use the Yoo-Hoo glue sticks. And see, there was a little bit of paint wet there, which kind of makes it blend in. And I have this leftover piece. I stick it onto the file cabinet that is beside the computer table here. And I have this piece of duct tape that I might just try to balance that and stick that down up here. See if I can take these stamps off of here very carefully. I like to limit myself to what's around me, and because I find I can be more creative that way. Okay, this one is the biggest stamp of all. I'll just... Sometimes I use a quote as a starting off point. But a lot of my pages have no quotes, or just I make one as I go along. Maybe something within the last few minutes has inspired me to think of something, and I do a lot of pencil sketching in my art journals, and I haven't done a tree for a while. And I know some of the lead will come off, and that's okay. Sometimes I go over it with a marker, sometimes not. And it's just a free time of play. And sometimes I'm working something else out in my mind. Maybe I'm stuck on a design upstairs and need just this play time. And I know you get tired of seeing me do trees. They're part of me. They speak to me. See, how long did that take? That to me, that's finished except for any journaling I want to do. I just came across something on my head here just while I was doing the tree. And these are Sharpie markers. And sometimes you have to wait until the paint is totally dry. And I'm gonna go. So this is like my title for today. And I will have to go over it with pencil first so that it doesn't ruin the marker. Okay, that one. I don't want to wreck that one. I have one over here. It's a calligraphy kind of pen. It seems to be really good on these pages lately. So these pages are not about being perfect. They're about journaling. And sometimes what I do on them inspires me to do some artwork on canvas or on fabric. And sometimes not. And I'm okay with that. All about journaling how you're feeling. To me, art journaling is therapy. And these are just the areas that weren't quite dry when the pencil. Then I usually try to put a date somewhere. I'll just put it up here. And there is my page. I'll just turn it around so you can see it. So there is a quick and easy art journal page, starting with just paint blobs, paint smeared on a page. I encourage you to use a altered book and just play. That's it for this time. Bye now.